Okay, money myths. That is bad. Let's begin. Today's agenda. Is it true? The facts, the problem, and what next? So, is it true? Yes, it's true. Consumer debt is actually bad, and it's almost always a negative effect on your financial stability. Consumer debts, including credit cards, car loans, home mortgages, and so on. These are some of the most common reasons for financial difficulty. Here's some of the facts. Did you know, according to Step Change, the mean average unsecured debt level is about 11,176. Credit cards were the most common unsecured debt type, and the most common reason for debt among people were lack of control over finances. So as you can see here, just from these facts, £11,000 in debt is quite a large, substantial amount. If a person only has a few £100s spare every single month after all their bills, chipping away at £11,000 of debt is going to take a long time if ever can be completed. That might be passed on to generations even still. Some people might not even be able to clear that at all. For example, some people that don't even have any money left over every single month, that haven't really been looking after their finances, they're just going to keep on paying the interest on top of that 11,000. They're not actually going to clear it at all. Credit cards, that's something that usually just spent on going out, socializing, clothes and things. That's not even for things that are necessary in your life most times. The credit cards is really just for small purchases of things like, things that you can't necessarily afford with cash at that moment. You might use a credit card. A lot of people use credit card just for, going out, socializing, So those credit card debts, there's no reason to really be having any of these credit card debts. And the most common reason for debt among people is the lack of control over finances. It's the whole point of this stuff, I'm trying to help you guys to get your money sorted, get your money right. If we can all become wiser with our money, that reason is going to disappear, and then more people will get into better financial positions. So, the only time you can get into debt is borrowing from the bank of mum and dad, Borrowing from the bank of mum and dad is the only debt you don't need to repay. The problem. It will create invisible handcuffs for yourself, which won't be removed until the debt is repaid entirely. Once you get into a debt, it's literally like having handcuffs on yourself. Like you're not free again until it's completely cleared. And it will slow down the speed plus increase the time it takes for you to get ahead financially. Like if you were trying to get ahead in yourself and you're trying to basically sort your finances out over the next few years, you're going to increase that by every time you take on new debts. You're going to increase that time that's going to be. So if you were going to get yourself sorted out financially in the next 1, 2, 3 years by taking on more debts, credit cards and so on, things like this, you're just extending that into 5, 10 years, and you're slowing it down. If you're moving at a good pace about, getting your finances sorted, increasing your income, reducing your expenses, if you're doing all that stuff, you're moving at a good pace, and slowly chipping away at all your debt. But as you add on more negative debts, bad debts, you're slowing down that speed. You're making it slower. It's going to take you a lot longer now for you to actually get to where you want to be, which is like financial freedom, financial independence, and stability. So what next? Although the statement is true, not all debt is bad. Debt which is used to create wealth is good for yourself. Like debt that you use to actually generate money is different from the debt that you use to, spend on pleasures or, spend for your own personal use. So, although the statement is true, not all debt is bad. Debt that you use to generate more money is good. For example, a buy-to-let mortgage for an investment property, which generates rental income for yourself. That's a good debt. You want to look at more good debts. So you still need to acquire debt, but you want to acquire good debts, which create more wealth for yourself, which create more money for yourself, which improve your financial predicament. Focus on acquiring good debts, more good debts for yourself, and focus on removing your bad debts. So it's a balancing act. You want to be acquiring more good debts and you want to be removing more bad debts that you've got. Yeah. So if you're becoming more responsible with your money, I applaud you. It's not easy, but it's going to be worth it. So just keep on going. So your action items for today. Choose one bad debt to tackle. 2, Choose one good debt to acquire. I want you to go about looking at both of those 2 steps and start applying it in your life right now. Look at the bad debts you got, choose one, try and tackle it. Look at the good debts that you may want to acquire, start tackling it, start taking it on. What can you do? Planning for it. Start making moves towards that direction. And as usual, like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment below, and I'll give you my 2 cents.